I recently met with someone who was 42 years old that worked at a company that was employee owned. The company had received a buyout from a private equity firm, and he received about $4 million that was put into an individual retirement account from that buyout by the private equity firm. I'm Peter Newman, the founder and president of Peak Wealth Planning. We specialize in managing the retirement income portfolios of ESOP participants that are close to diversification age and retirement. And when we met, we talked about retiring early and what that could look like. And a couple of considerations that came up. One is if he wanted to live off his IRA, there was the potential option for what's called a 72T distribution or election, where you can take substantially equal payments starting at an early retirement age, but you must take those payments and continue them once you turn them on all the way up to age 59 and a half. Why would you want to do that? To avoid the 10% IRS tax penalty for early IRA withdrawals. So you would turn on steady withdrawals from, say, 42 to 60 for 18 years, but once you begin them, you have to follow the 72T formula that you use for those withdrawals and report it every year on your tax return. In addition, someone with a very large ESOP account, you might want to look at how much umbrella liability insurance you have to protect yourself from lawsuits or creditors. Even though individual retirement accounts may be creditor protected in your state, the income you draw out might not be. So you may want to look at your liability insurance. On top of that, if you retire early, you'll want to think about how you're going to purchase health insurance and where you're going to buy that insurance from. Furthermore, if you have a large nest egg you're living off of for retirement income for the rest of your life, you want to think about, do you need long-term care insurance? Long-term care is the care you might need when you get older. And I know a lot of us don't want to think about this, but as we age, we might need help around the house. We might need to go into an assisted living facility. And the cost of that is rising a lot in the US, greater than inflation, actually. So considering purchasing a long-term care policy, especially at a young age of 42, might be an inexpensive way to protect your nest egg from the rising cost of long-term care. If you don't have long-term care insurance, you'll be relying on your nest egg that you're also relying on for income to support your lifestyle. And if you have a family or children, you may need the money to support them, so you might want long-term care insurance to protect your nest egg. Successfully integrating your ESOP into a comprehensive retirement strategy requires careful attention to multiple areas. Understanding the mechanics, timing, and diversification rules ensures you can access your benefits when needed while taking advantage of strategic diversification opportunities. The tax considerations for ESOP distributions can significantly impact your retirement income, making it essential to understand your rollover options and required minimum distribution planning. Transforming your concentrated ESOP wealth into the goal of reliable retirement income involves navigating complex rules, timing decisions, and tax implications. If you're approaching ESOP diversification eligibility or planning your retirement strategy, it's worth considering professional guidance to develop a personalized roadmap that aligns your ESOP benefits with your retirement goals. Subscribe to this channel to stay up to date on everything you need to know about ESOPs. Schedule a free consultation with us to discuss your specific situation.